So I was sitting in the doctor chair because I do that, and I was thinking, the next video is like 6 minutes long. That's twice as long as my other videos. I need to come up with a super short video to keep my viewers quiet. So I was sitting in the recovery room eating my pretzels. You know, okay, what happened to the good food you'd get when you donated blood? I remember a year ago when I started donating, they had fruit snacks and double stuffed Oreos and apple juice. Now it's like, here's some water and some pretzels. You're a real hero, you know? Like, that was one of the main reasons I donated blood. Oh, you saved so many lives. Thank you. Yeah. Just give me my Oreos. Like, if I was roommates with Dracula and he offered to cook me a meal, like a good tasting meal for a cup of my blood, I would accept it in a heartbeat. I mean, not every day, obviously. Maybe like every Friday. So this all happened about an hour ago. Well, probably like 2 days ago when it comes out. And if you're watching it a year from now, it happened about a year ago. So sorry if I don't sound as animated as usual. So it is entirely possible that someone watching this has my blood in them. And I think that makes us related. By blood. So I got into the blood donation business because my dad has O negative blood, which is the universal donor blood. They keep O negative blood on ambulances because O negative can give to everyone. There's no blood tests needed. But I'm O positive, which is the most common blood type. So I'm not special. One time I was in a child development class, and I don't know how the topic came up, but my table started talking about blood types, and I said, "Oh, I'm O positive," and this girl across from me says, "Oh, I forget mine, but my doctor said I'm the universal donor." And I said, "Oh, that means you're O negative." And then the teacher walks by and is like, "Oh, you're talking about blood types? What are you, girl?" And she says, "O neg." She said "O neg." Like, so many people have asked her what her blood type is, and she didn't want to waste her time any more than she had to by saying a tiv. You didn't even know what your blood type was until I said it. And then I don't remember why, but she got her donor card out of her purse, and it says what blood type you have, and she says, on here it says I have O positive. So I guess O positive is the universal donor. And you know those moments where you want to argue with someone because you're so obviously right, but you just don't care enough, and you don't want to talk to the person any longer than you have to? You know those moments? So I go, "Oh, yeah, I guess you're right." Okay, so now we're at the end of the video. If any of you can donate blood, you should actually really go because it's a really good cause. And I think you need to be 18 to donate. That's how old I was. And okay, so I'm thinking about adding this new thing where I answer some of your questions. Here we go. Zenfix asks, why do you draw your comics at night? Well, it's because I work on videos and do homework in school in the morning. The Foxy Squad YouTube asks, make tutorials, please. I can't even make the squares. Frowny face. Okay, geez. Everyone else can leave. This tutorial is for Foxy Squad. Okay, so I'm assuming you're new to Paint Tool Side. That's the program I'm using. Here's the stabilizer bar. The bigger the number is, the more stable it is. Just mess around with it. This has nothing to do with making squares, but I didn't know about these for the first 2 months I started. Also, it only works with tablets, not mouses. These numbers, I know what they do, but don't touch them. Okay, so making a perfect square. Oh, look, this canvas has the same height and length. It's a square. Boom. So if you press this button, it makes a new line art layer. It's different than the other layers, and this layer makes all your drawings a vector. Use the straight line tool to touch the 4 corners of your canvas. Boom, you got a box. And then create a new layer over the line art one, and then collapse the layers. And look, the box is no longer in a line art layer. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go lay down now.
Being sick is the pit.
Hardly.
Nasally voice, and I probably shouldn't be recording a YouTube video right now. But you know what? A new one, and I'm not gonna get left behind.